One of the biggest things has always been Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. Just exactly a year ago, we got Pokemon Sun and Moon on the 3DS, and it really looks like they're making actual sequels for the Switch. It's called Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. I haven't seen a thing. Let's just click it. Nintendo Switch. That click. Come here to visit my big brother. That's pretty cool, dude. Oh, when I see my big brother, it'll be time for a Pokemon battle. When those eyes meet. Look, he's got a freaking Switch. Okay, here it is. Pokken DX. This is the new extension for Pokken, because Pokken is endlessly the same game. So they took it to the next level, where you actually go on a bus. Oh, eyes meet. Give him half your console. Oh, canoeing. Who are you gonna find now? A freaking. So there you go. It's about meeting someone and versing them on the go in Pokken. Oh, it's my brother. It's time. That's your brother, right? Gengar versus Charizard. You only play with Charizard. You have a Darkrai? I forgot there's a Darkrai in this game. Yveltal? It's just a support Pokemon. Look at that. Decidueye. Was Decidueye always in the game? I don't think so. They added more Pokemon. See, look, they make the game look a lot more fun. I would hope it's like a Smash Bros. And they actually did it properly. But I complained a lot about Pokken being so endless. Oh, here he is. Here he is. And his kids. Here's a free Pokemon Sun and Moon Deluxe. You'll know what it means later. It's time. On the big screen. Mewtwo versus That's pretty good. When two sets of eyes meet, it's time for a Pokemon battle. Mega Scizor and Polion. That's pretty good. Okay, so I've seen some screenshots where it's actually divided half and half. What were they? Pokemon Sun and Moon. But this is... What the hell? This is... See, I knew it. This is the different one. What the hell is all this stuff? They got armor. I've seen the freaking screenshots. What is this ecliptic? It's clearly ecliptical. Do you see the black shadows, the black and all? Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon Ultra Moon has to do with Ultra Space. Like, this is crazy. And, you know, there's actually speculation a long time ago, back when even Sun and Moon didn't come out, that if you look at the Pokemon Sun and Moon logos, they actually look like they're set up for an eclipse or something. I'm not sure if it's something ecliptic related that's going on in these logos, but it's definitely something Ultra Space related. And if you look closely, those colors on it are actually Necrozma. So it's like the true purpose of Necrozma. I guess it really has more to do with Solgaleo and Lunala than just being the third one. It's meant to do something like this, equip on it. Here's better artwork of it. It looks really cool. It's an armored version of Solgaleo and an armored version of Lunala. Knowing how Pokemon Sun and Moon ends, how you as the main character have either Solgaleo and Lunala, and then it's so abruptly ended. I was always saying it's so abruptly ended. There needs to be a sequel or something, and Pokemon's not the type to do a sequel, but here they are. They have a sequel done. That's why it ended abruptly, and they're doing more with how they left Solgaleo and Lunala off, how they sort of explored Necrozma and then didn't really, as just this black thing floating in the sky, and they thought it'd be an Ultra Beast, but it sort of isn't. This game would also go more into depth about how Solgaleo and Lunala should technically be considered Ultra Beasts themselves. I'm liking this so far. I really hated how the Ultra Beasts were handled at the end of the last game. You just catch a bunch of them. I actually got kind of bored of it after a while, that I had to make sure that I only used non-Ultra Beast balls, and it just got so boring after a while because it's catching the same thing again and again. When we are introduced to Ultra Beast, we want to know more about the lore, more about the legend, the mythology. That's what intrigues us when we're playing these games. So this is really cool, and the more you think about it, the more better it gets. We had Pokemon Trainer Red and Blue in Pokemon Sun and Moon. What could they do with those two? There's a lot of tweets from the Japanese Pokemon Twitter where they had a lot of these red and blue or red and green version tweets, and everyone was thinking, wait, maybe this Pokemon Direct could be Fire Red and Leaf Green remakes, or Red and Green remakes for the big 3DS or the big Switch, where you have these super graphics and there's more with Red and Blue involved. But the next day when the Pokemon Direct happens, it turns out that it's actually a sequel to Pokemon Sun and Moon, and it's just so beautiful to see that these are also Gen 7 games. So in the Gen 7 lineup, we have Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then there's sequels, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There's so much more to look at in Sun and Moon. Now that I know it wasn't just all ass pulled. Let me just introduce a bunch of these legends and then throw them in the dust. It makes you not want to care about them, but when you see there's so much to them, this reminds me of just the Pokemon Black and White period, when on that Japanese Pokemon show, they showed us Black and White Kyurem for the first time and introduced us Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, and it just makes you look at Black and White as there being so much more to it. But I mean, Black and White were a pretty in-depth game, so it's kind of not the same thing here. Sun and Moon really lacked a lot, and I feel like they wrote out Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then they cut it in half, and the other half is what Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are, because you guys can admit, Sun and Moon was just chopped off right at the end. So this is the big question. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon, are these going to be on the Nintendo 3DS or the Nintendo Switch? In the same trailer, we had the Pokken Tournament DX, which went from the Wii U all the way up to the Switch, and now you can portably play with people on the bus, just easily play split screen and all this stuff. It's a much better version of Pokken, and you guys saw how Sun and Moon, they were good on the 3DS, but it's almost like there wasn't enough power. And unless they want us all to buy new Nintendo 3DSs in order to play the game properly, I think we could very well be getting these on the Switch. But it's just so weird because this isn't like a Platinum to the Diamond and Pearl. This is completely new games. So that means everyone would actually have to buy a Switch. This isn't just a sister game. This is a complete new sequel to Pokemon Sun and Moon. So what do you guys think? Are Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon gonna be for the Nintendo 3DS, maybe even the new Nintendo 3DS? Or is it gonna be exclusive to the Switch? Or it could be for both. I mean, especially considering the fact that nobody can get their hands on a Switch right now, I think it kind of hurt their sales if they just sold it on the Switch only. So if they did both the 3DS and the Switch, this game would go crazy. This game would be sold everywhere. And just the idea that Sun and Moon has more to it, this thing's gonna sell. I'm really excited. This thing's gonna be a really good game. Okay, here's an update actually. If you go to the Pokemon Company site, here it is. This looks like a dream. I did dream this. I dreamt these Gen 8 starters appearing, and it said that it was coming out January 15, 2018. And Frieza for some reason. So here we go. If you go on their site, you can see it. Another tale is about to begin. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Look at this artwork. New light shines on Alola. This is like the true storm that takes place in Alola. Some eclipse thing's gonna happen. Someone taking advantage of Marshadow. Who the hell knows? It could be Guzma, it could be Lucamine. Okay, so update. A lot of you guys have been tweeting me that the game is actually for the Switch. They have it on their site, the little Switch tag. And I think this kind of confirms that it's for the Switch. There's no question about it. But then a couple minutes later, the Pokemon Company themselves actually corrected this and they got rid of it and said that it's actually an error. So this could actually be exclusive to the 3DS. Of course, you can see at the end of the trailer that it says Nintendo 3DS, the Pokemon Company Nintendo. So if it's not for the Switch, it looks like it's just straight for the 3DS. I guess that's good news. It's kind of not really a letdown, but I was hoping for just full-on unstoppable graphics. No lag, no nothing. You can record it freely. But I understand. It probably is for the better. Should be on the 3DS. But we never know. The fact that they accidentally put it could be for the Switch, it might be something they're hiding till the end that it'll also be for the Switch. But maybe I'm looking too into it. And also, to end it off, some of the tidbits they say is that the game will feature a storyline with Pokemon not included in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So all the ideas about a second half to Alola, all of them are real. And I think some of these ideas about there being more to Alola and all this were actually part of the leaks from way back then. So it all comes full circle. But yeah, guys, let me know exactly what you think about this. I think this is just insane crazy. Hopefully this is gonna fix just so many problems with Sun and Moon. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about all this. And also, trust me, I know I've been missing from the game a bit, but it's just after Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, the interest in Pokemon has just been low. I know even for you guys, like a month ago, what interest was there in just logging on and watching Pokemon videos? Everyone started doing the same thing. That's why I took a back seat. I was trying to figure out something to do, and I did actually find something to do, and I would have started a couple months ago, maybe even a month ago, but it looks like now is the perfect time. So everything will come together now. We got all these update videos coming alongside a great series that is going to be coming soon. So look out for that. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. I'm so excited for this. I could not sleep at all knowing that there's a Pokemon Direct the next day. I had so many dreams about it. I had a dream that you log on and check Cerebi, and there's these 3 weird starter Pokemon, and it says Gen 8, and it says coming out January 15, 2018. I'm like, that's not a Pokemon thing, but sure. Imagine you woke up and it really was Fire Red and Leaf Green remakes, and you got a big tall red just walking around and a Mewtwo, an Ultra Beast. Ooh, Imagine they made like a new Mewtwo form in crap. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about that. Now we have a fusion between Necrozma and the Sun and Moon Legend. So now we have like Ultra Solgaleo and Ultra Lunala, just like we had Black Kyurem and White Kyurem. This is really cool. The site says that they'll announce more details on this game later this year. So as usual, we'll be getting our updates and trailers and crap along the way. So yeah, guys, the big date is here. November 17, 2017.